So I think we're set up for a painting extravaganza today. I've got my gloves to put those on, and I've got my supplies all set up. Canvas. It's an outdoor, on the ground type painting method. I'm Michael McAnally, and I'm going to show you my techniques I've developed over the years. So, supplies. Brushes, sponges, cups, titanium white, old paint supplies, new paint supplies, glitter, water, canvas. Mostly I do abstracts, so you'll get to see how I produce these. It may take a couple of days. The weather's just about right with a light breeze and early morning sun in the summer to dry. Well, let's begin. Colors I use are bright and neon so that they're activated under black light. So I mix them along with metallics. And the artists I've studied are Pollock and a number of others. Monet, Picasso, of course. So I'm influenced by a lot of people, and as all artists are. And so we're ready to begin. I'll use some of this pouring medium pre-made over this canvas here already. I squirted it out onto the canvas, and I'm going to, now it's still wet enough, I'm going to tilt it so I can get sort of a psychedelic pattern that's got these two colors mixed together, which will be a background. And I want to cover all the canvas. It gets distorted as you do this, so it comes out looking very liquidy and is thick. I like thick, actually, in my paintings. I'm just going to keep talking while I do this. There's some bubbling going on here. That's okay. Just pop it a little bit. Sometimes I like to leave the bubbles. We're almost there. Sometimes you have to use the edge here to get it to fill those colors. And this one here, having a little trouble doing it. On using gravity here, as you can see, and there we go. Almost. Come on. It's a very messy process, but it comes out looking beautiful, as you can see. And that's our background on which we're going to paint. I'm not wearing my gloves. I took those off so I could shut the camera off and start it again, because this has now been added to my process of doing the pouring medium here, added to my process of filming as I paint, which is adding extra trouble for me, but lets you see into the process. Okay, and mix it all up really good. Then I'm going to apply it like this and get it from different angles. And I've made quite a mess, as you can see, but I've layered on some really bright fluorescent colored pink onto the canvas now, and some more glitter, and put it on the grass to dry, because we're going to do one layer of clear Mod Podge gloss, which will keep it shiny, and maybe so Mod Podge gloss here. It's a spray-on can, and then maybe some of this pink, or the remaining glow-in-the-dark pink. And when the lights shut off in the room, and it looks messy, but the neon pink will glow under a black light, but this will glow just by turning off the lights. There could be one more color which would add the complexity to it, like maybe a bright yellow, because pink goes really good with the two blues behind, and so will yellow. So I might add yellow to it. We'll see. That would make it look more complex, and layer it one more time. See what happens. I have to decide. Sometimes when you're painting abstracts, you have to know when to stop. And I've got something that looks good now, in my opinion. And the question is, should I go further? And because sometimes with the physics you're using to paint with, painting with physics, basically, canvas painting with physics, you don't always have exact control over things. One of the side effects of being outdoors is fluorescent colors tend to attract spiders and other insects. So I've actually got a spider in this painting somewhere here. Let's see if I can find it. Wow. So I may have to tweeze that out before it completely dries, or I may just leave it in there. Maybe I should call it Spider. This painting might actually become an NFT. So we'll see. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon, and the sun is just passed directly overhead, and I decided to add some metallic silver and fill in some of the cracks that had dried in from the painting. I left other cracks that I thought were kind of beautiful. Okay, so today's painting, third day painting now, abstract painting, we're going to use gravity and a string and a cup to generate what I call a spirogyra. And so what's happened here is I've pre-mixed, well, I painted a canvas black and sprinkled some glitter on it, okay, and then I made some pre-mixed cups of color. This one's going to go on last because it's got the brightest colors, fluorescent neon colors in it, and this one has got the two color background pouring medium that I used on other paintings in it, but I'm going to use it in a spiral pattern. On the bottom of the cup, hanging from the spring, is a hole. I hope it's the right size. I tested a little bit with water, and we're going to swing it basically in a pattern across the canvas. So I better move this out of the way. All right, here we go. One of the things I'm going to have to do is pour it in and put my finger over the bottom of the cup here. So doing that, and it's going to go in a nice mixing color. And we'll see what happens. Okay, put that out of the way. Seal this down. This cup is a In-N-Out hamburger plastic cup for water. And here we go. I'm going to try a spiral movement here. A little wide at first, but it should start coming in. Come on. So far. That's a lot of waste of paint, I see. But here, it will finally get in. Maybe before the paint runs out. There we go. This is going to be nice, I think. Reminds me of a time as a kid when I used to create these Spyrogyra with little plastic things in a pin on paper. It's a product that's sold to create colorful geometry. So we'll just let that go in. And it's doing pretty nicely now. We don't want to shake the painting too much. We want to let it dry just as it is. Should come to the center. And perfect. It's going to run out of paint, I think, at the right time. The other colors into it. These are predominantly neon and metallic, very mixed. And I'm going to have to go from a different angle, of course. So we'll see what happens. See the colors there? That's pretty good. Maybe we'll just splash a little bit. Get a little randomness in there. And not to waste too much paint, I already have, but let's try a smaller circle here. Ooh, that's going to be nice. Good thing I put the tarp down. And I think you can modify the orbit as well. It's an ellipse. Let's try modifying it a little bit. Come on, get a different color coming out soon, I hope.